So it's Saturday, it's about 5 to 9. The car's booked in for 9:15, so I've got to go. But I just want to go around it quick just to make sure everything is okay. That didn't do a lot because the petrol light's still on, but it don't matter. The only consolation is I get to drive the Audi S1 on the roads properly because I'm taking it to the MOT centre. So let's enjoy the drive. So all I'm doing now is just listening for some noises. I'm not going to boot it or anything like that. I just want to make sure it's all okay. It'll be going in for wheel alignment as well after this because the steering wheel is not quite in line, and that's because I've had a new strut on that side. I've obviously disconnected all the steering rack and things, so it all needs to be wheel aligned. So far she's driving really nice, there's no knocks or bangs. That's a good thing about these cars. They've got plenty of power. They'll drive really fast where you want them to. They'll beat most cars, but they're also really economical and they drive perfectly fine, just like a normal A1 if you don't boot it and you take your time. Quite easily do 40 miles to the Garland, and it's currently doing 45 now. So she's going up and down the gears really nice, really smooth. But I'm well happy with the way this car's turned out. It's taken a very long time to do. I'm going to stop this now because obviously the MOT test is not going to want me filming around. So I'm just going to show you the results when I get out. So I'm back from the MOT centre, and to be fair, even the MOT tester said he was very impressed. He couldn't tell where the accident was, and all the underneath was perfect. Even when I told him that I'd done the clutch on axle stands, he couldn't believe that I managed to do it, because he said in his garage he wouldn't even attempt to do the car like this. So that's the trouble with a lot of things in my area. A lot of garages would just do tyres and the basics and won't touch specialist cars like this, so I've had to do a lot myself. Nonetheless, the car passed its MOT with no advisories, so I'm well happy with that. So obviously, because I've had the subframe out of the car, I wanted to get the steering aligned to make sure everything was right, because it wasn't quite right. So I just went and had that done. When they put it up on the ramp to have a check, it's basically, he managed to do this side. He was unable to do that side. It's because it's so badly rusted and seized. He's even put blowtorch on it and he would have none of it. I've had to order a new inner and outer tie rod with track rod end. Now the problem I got today is Saturday. They only had the inner part of the track rod. I've got to wait now until Monday before I can get the next part to this, so I can put that on so it can be wheel aligned properly. And hopefully that will be the last thing to be done on the car. Now I wasn't expecting to do this. You know, this is another part of a car that wasn't in the accident. It's just something that needs to be done, unfortunately. I want to make sure, because I've done everything on this car, I want to make sure that it is perfect for the next owner. And that's all that's left then, is to give it a clean. I'm not going to go through all filming it all, cleaning it, but I will add the rest of the car when it's finished, and it will be up for sale at the end of this video. So stay tuned and we'll get back to it on Monday. So when I took the Audi S1 for wheel alignment, they couldn't do it because this side is so badly rusted and seized up. Even with a blowtorch, they still couldn't undo it. I want to make sure that steering is all in line and perfect. I want this car to be 100%. Managed to get the parts now. I had to order these on the Saturday and pick them up on Monday. I had the one, but I had to wait for the other to come in. So these are here to put on. This will be able to be adjusted then when I get 2 minutes, and then that's all that's left then is to give this car a well-deserved clean, where it's been hanging around and sitting around everywhere. So it does need a good clean. It's all dusty and dirty. Like I said, it's past this MOT with flying colours. It's just these little bits now that take the longest to do. So I'm just going to crack on and get this front wheel off. You're probably wondering why I'm using this and not my impact wrench. My battery's in the van and I forgot to bring it. So old fashioned today. If you look at that, to be fair, that is rusted solid. So that's what we're replacing. Because he couldn't undo this, we'll replace the whole thing. It goes right in there. It's a shame because I had this subframe off tonight, it would have been a lot easier. At least you know both sides are brand new then, so the steering should be a bit more responsive as well, and there's not going to be any play in that steering wheel. So we're going to need an 18mm spanner. And if you find that doesn't undo, you're going to need a T40 to fit in there, and then you just hold it with a ratchet while you undo it. If you leave the bolt on top like that, get yourself an hammer, tap it there first, should come out. See that clip? See if I can get the screwdriver on it to show you. There, you've got to put a screwdriver in it, give it a twist to undo that, pull it back, and then it'll reveal the knuckle and you can undo. And so all I've done now is just broken that clip that holds the boot on. So basically what you have to do, get a small enough screwdriver to fit in there, twist it, we'll pop it, and then you can pull it off. I'm going to get my tool now to go on there, and then I can undo it, because you can't just unscrew it like that. I'm not going to go into detail, you've seen this on my channel before. If you haven't, go back and look at it, it's really good. It's in a lot of my videos. So that'll just hook around there, and then you just undo it with a socket. Now that's out. You can see that is basically welded itself to the arm. So what I'm going to do now, totally up to you, you can buy a new one if you wanted to, but I'm just going to cut this down there so I can get this off, so I can put it back on. Okay, so what I've done, like I said, is I've just axled that off, only because I want to get this off. Now that's on and secure, I just want to make sure that I try and match the length as best I can, so the steering isn't all over the shop. And like I said, it's there, but you can adjust it anyway. So well worth getting one of them. That's all I'm going to do now, is turn the steering the opposite way so it compresses the boot, and then I can put a nice new clip over the top of it. Right, you're not going to see it. See if I can get the light on for you. See that? The clip is all back in, and how I done that is you've got to use one of these tools. It's an absolute bloody nightmare. I took the engine cover off, took the air intake out of the way, And if you look down there, I managed to get my grips on it and do it up. Now it's time just to put it all back together and take it for wheel alignment in the week. It's getting dark now, although I don't look it. It's getting dark, so I need to get this car back together. Oh, that was hard work. And it's finally done. Do you know what? I can stand back and admire this car. I've just spent the whole day cleaning it, giving it a polish, and trying to get it back up to when I first had it done. Do you know what? I've never worked so hard on a car ever since I started doing this. It's turned out one of the nicest cars I've ever had as well. I drove it around, it drives absolutely perfect. I've drove it around for the last 2 weeks, I've enjoyed it. But it drives with no problems at all. My wife has even been driving it and it drives perfectly. I've done what you said, guys. It took me ages. I've had to scrub them by hand, but I've done the exhaust tips, the Cobra. It's the best I got, but they don't have to make a difference. That scratch is more or less gone. It is slightly still there. But I haven't got anything to buff it out with apart from my hands, but I got most of it out, so I'm well happy. So this car is all finished. This will be the last video on the Audi S1, and I just want to put it up for sale, and hopefully someone is going to have basically a fantastic problem-free car. You name it, I've done it to this car. All the issues that they commonly have all been fixed, and it's just ready to be driven. The interiors come up really nice. Spotless in the back. What an absolute stunning little car. I will be putting it up for sale, probably on the Auto Trader. I don't, for a car this high in price, I don't recommend putting it on Facebook Marketplace and that, because it just attracts the wrong type of people, and they just try and come in with low ball offers trying to get a bargain. So it's only going to go on Auto Trader and it'll stay there now until it sells. But at least I can say the clutch is done, the thermostat is done, the water pump, we've had a service, the oil sump has been done. It's got 4 brand new, nearly new tyres on it. It's got brand new pads on it. Perfect car for someone. Let me just pop his bonnet and show you the engine. Clean that is now. It's all original. Nothing's been potched with. Unlike some of them have been tuned to high heaven. This is all standard apart from the exhaust on the back. When it was having an MOT, the guy that was MOT-ing it, I told he really wanted the car. And I told him it'd been in an accident, and I nipped off to get some food, and when I come back he had inspected all underneath it and he wanted to know where the damage was, because he couldn't even tell it was in an accident. So that tells me if you had 2 people looking underneath the car trying to find out where it's had an accident and they couldn't find it, that tells me it's been repaired to a high standard. Now onto this monster. Now this is going to be coming up in future episodes and probably the next video. I finally got 2 wings, genuine wings in colour. Hopefully they'll match. And I've also got a leg hub as well to go on because this is bent. That is all coming in the next episode, guys. But we finally start work on this. I've got 2 wheel arch liners now as well. So we're well away. Hopefully we can get this up and running. And hopefully out the door very soon. But in the meantime, thank you all for the support on this car, and thank you for watching all my videos. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you all for whatever project I'm doing next.